honorable dignitaries, participants and dear students. This is Professor Dr. G.S. Wazire from Department of Electronics, Sri Shivaji College of Arts, Commerce and Science, Akola, Maharashtra. I welcome you all for International E-Conference ICMA 2021, which is organized by Sri Vitthal Rukmini College, Mahagaon, District Yavatmal. Here, I am going to present my research paper whose title is Utilization of Electricity for Operation of Miniature Electronic Circuits. Actually, the full-length paper is of 5 pages length, but here I will try to summarize it within 5 minutes duration. So let's come to the actual paper. The title of my research paper is Utilization of Green Electricity for Operation of Miniature Electronic Circuits. Throughout my research work, I have generated small amount of electric energy, let us say electricity, by using living plants and trees, and that's why this electricity is called as green electricity. This electricity generation was done using various electrodes, cells and sensors. Throughout this paper, I am going to explain its utilization for the operation of various miniature electronic circuits. This is abstract of my research paper. Here, the first paragraph of this abstract contains need, importance and scarcity of electricity in human life, whereas the second paragraph of this abstract contains the methodology of electricity generation. And below there are few keywords like miniature electronic circuit, green electricity, eco-friendly, renewable source, electrodes and cells. In the presented research work, a particular amount of voltage was generated and utilized for actual working of few miniature electronic circuits and gadgets. The circuit includes digital watch, LED circuit, digital calculator, musical circuit, wall clock, timer IC555 circuit, tiny DC motors, small toys, remotes of CD and DVD players, tiny torch and joule thief circuits. Most of this miniature electronic circuit requires 1.5 to 4.5 DC supply with few milliamperes of current, and this range of DC supply was successfully generated by using the particular technique. Along with the operation of individual electronic circuits, the simultaneous operation of few above mentioned electronic circuits were tested by using such type of generated voltage from living plants. Few photographs and video clips of actual operation of the above mentioned miniature electronic circuits and gadgets are recorded locally and stored in the research laboratory as well as college center. This is a circuit arrangement for utilization of generated voltage for working of digital watch. Actually, this is a digital wristwatch with a liquid crystal display which requires the typical operating voltage of 1.5 volt and current of approximately 2.5 milliampere. Following figure shows the actual working of a digital wristwatch using such type of generated voltage from living plants. The digital watch and other circuit components were assembled on a regular breadboard. The wristwatch worked for next few days and even for few months by using such kind of generated voltage. The time setting, date setting and all other available functions works in a proper manner. This slide indicates utilization of generated voltage for working of light emitting diode. In short, we call it as LED. In order to focus on the emitted light from LED, the photograph was intentionally snapped in darkness. A regular low current LED of 5 mm size requires the typical operating voltage of about 2 volts and current of 2.5 milliamperes. Following figure shows the actual working of such a regular low current light emitting diode using generated voltage from living plants and trees. This slide indicates utilization of generated voltage for working of 12 and half digit calculator. A digital calculator with 12 and half digits requires the typical voltage of 1.5 volts and current of 25 milliamperes. Following figure shows the actual working of such a calculator using the generated voltage from living plants. All kind of functions in the calculator like auto checking, memory setting, auto power on off and all other mathematical functions of the calculator work in a proper manner. A digital multimeter shown here in the photograph shows the generated full load voltage of 2.10 volts, which is somewhat more than the actual voltage required for the working calculator. In this way, we have tested various types of miniature electronic circuits one by using such type of generated voltage. And finally, the slide indicates utilization of generated voltage for simultaneous working of digital watch, LED circuit, digital calculator and musical sound circuits. That means overall 4 different electronic gadgets or circuits we are going to simultaneously test by using this generated voltage. A digital watch, a LED circuit, a digital calculator, a miniature musical sound circuit were simultaneously connected as a parallel load at the output. The simultaneous working of all these 4 circuits were observed and studied carefully. All the circuits work properly as long as they were connected to the living plant setup using suitable number of electrodes and cells. Following figure shows an actual photograph of simultaneous working of all the circuits. The voltage requirement for such a simultaneous working was 4.5 volts, and this much voltage was generated very successfully by using this setup. In this photograph, here there is a digital watch. Next, here it is a LED circuit. On right side there is a musical sound circuit, and at upper side this is a digital calculator, and all these 4 devices works properly in this setup. Now in concluding part, we can say that such kind of source is non-conventional, renewable and eco-friendly technique of low voltage generation and its small scale utilization. The presented research work is in primary or early stages, but further research may open novel ways of using such type of green energy. Thus, we can say craving of human being on conventional resources may reduce on some extent. So let's expect that our imagination may cross boundaries and we might be plugging into surrounding trees and plants to charge our mobile phones and other gadgets by using such type of green electricity. So thank you very much.